Mayor Bill de Blasio on Monday seemed like a candidate fighting hard to keep his job instead of one coasting to re-election. Dogged by questions about favors for donors, Mr. de Blasio found himself on a hot and delayed subway train with Senator Bernie Sanders, using the popular liberal from Vermont to rekindle a policy dispute with the governor. A bit earlier, the mayor had accepted the endorsement of another senator, Chuck Schumer of New York, at Grand Central Terminal, before heading over to Penn Station to meet Mr. Sanders, who came to the city to offer support for Mr. de Blasio and immediately rode an A train with him, trailed by a gaggle of reporters. Hillary Clinton couldn't do it, Mr. Sanders quipped with satisfaction after successfully swiping his MetroCard, a reference to Mrs. Clinton's struggles at the subway turnstile during the 2016 campaign. "It's your New York soul coming out," the mayor replied, in reference to Mr. Sanders' Brooklyn roots, as the two climbed the stairs to the 34th Street platform. "Someone asked me about it the other day, and I said I missed the tokens." Mr. Sanders took heat in 2016 for suggesting tokens were still used on the city's trains. Continue reading the main story. Related coverage. Bill de Blasio will push for tax on wealthy to fix subway Aug. 6, 2017. De Blasio says donor who claimed money bought access is a liar. Oct. 28, 2017. De Blasio says donors were denied favors. How many? Hard to say. Sept. 1, 2017. Advertisement. Continue reading the main story. After their ride, the pair arrived at a campaign-style event in the glittering new Fulton Center, a shopping center and subway hub near Wall Street, surrounded by supportive unions and Democratic politicians. Mr. de Blasio pushed once again for a tax on wealthy New Yorkers to support transit spending and provide discounted rides to the poor. "You go outside and walk a few blocks away, you will see the offices of the millionaires and billionaires who dominate this nation," Mr. de Blasio said. "My friends, I know where the money is." Mr. Sanders, who was expected to hold an endorsement rally with Mr. de Blasio Monday night, said he supported the mayor's plan. But he said he did not intend to pick sides in a dispute over transit funding between Mr. de Blasio and Governor Andrew M. Cuomo, who has declared the mayor's tax hike a non-starter in the Republican-dominated state Senate. "I'm not taking sides, to be honest with you. I've got enough to keep me busy in Washington," said Mr. Sanders, adding he just thought the mayor's tax-the-rich plan was a good idea. "I think it's the right thing to do." Asked if he therefore thought Mr. Cuomo was wrong to support the idea of raising money for the subways by charging drivers